Now that we know what objects and classes are, we have to do something with them. Remember the dog, right? Our dog friend. And remember, our dog has both state and behavior, and that's basically what it sounds like. So, state is something that a dog is. For example, a dog can be hungry, tired, sad, divorced, in custody, like those kinds of things, normal dog stuff. And there's also dog behavior. And some dog behaviors are things that a dog can do. Okay, so dogs can eat, sleep, file taxes, pay mortgage, go on dog dates. Yeah, normal dog stuff you would see normal dogs doing on the street. These behaviors, we call them methods in object-oriented programming, such as Java or C++. A method is just something that a dog does. So first, we have to have a way to declare the dog object in the H file, which just means that you mention it. So now the program knows that the dog object exists. This is just where you list the dog, and these are attributes or states that the dog has. And these are behaviors that the dog can do, and each of the behaviors take in some information about the dog. These are also just another way of declaring different attributes of the dog. So in this example, void barking, fetching, and tail wagging are all within the dog class. And void sounds like some really intense galaxy black hole thing, maybe with some stars, whole galaxy deal. But no, sorry. Void just means that the methods don't return a value. And there's different keywords or types of things that you can put instead of void. Things like int, which means that you return an integer, or bool, which means that you return a true or false value. And there's also string, which is like a string of characters. These are just some of the most common ones. These things in parentheses specify what sort of values the method tail wagging would need to take in order to work properly. Next, we have to specify what the method does. All that we've done is tell the program that this method exists. We can actually fill out the method body, or the thing between the brackets, like this thing. So for example, this is in the CPP file, and it basically tells you what happens when you tell the dog to fetch. So what this method does is it takes some true or false value called isFetched, and depending on if the breed is a retriever, then it'll say if isFetched is true or isFetched is false. Now we've told the program that this method exists, told the program what the method does, but we haven't actually invoked the method. It's like those travel brochures. You know it exists and you know what's in them, but do you ever actually use them? Right? We don't want to be a travel brochure. So what we're going to do now is actually invoke this method. So when we invoke the method, we do it in the CPP file again, the fetching method in the main class. And this is just the syntax on how to invoke it. You have Gregory, remember Sabrina's dog, and we're going to tell Gregory to fetch. So first is the object that you invoke the method on, well, the object name, and then you have the actual method, and then you have some parameters, and parameters just tell you what to put in the method. IsFetched matches up with true. So basically we're saying that IsFetched is true in all places where IsFetched is used. That's it. I've never actually seen Gregory in real life, so I don't know what he looks like, but I just drew him to look kind of like Sabrina because, dogs look like their owners.